Okay. All right. So this is my 3 pucks crease skating drill. It's a very classic one. The movement's all based on going right, left, right, left, right, left. So you're never going right, right. Okay. So that's kind of the theme of this one. It's just going back and forth type deal. So it doesn't matter what post we start on. We're always going to push to the middle. And I got the 3 pucks out there, all right, for your visuals. We're always going to go to the middle. So eyes in the corner, eyes out, boom. Here. First one we'll do, we'll get nice and tall. All right, we're going to visualize movements like I'm looking over screens. We're going to get set, pivot, boom, over, boom, here. Okay. Going right into it, okay? We'll do 3 each side. Tall, boom, boom. Nice, good post entry. Good. Nice light feet. Smooth. Good leading with the eyes. Tall, tall, tall. There you go. Boom, pivot. Good. Last one each way. Good. Yeah. Awesome. Great pace. Great pace. Good pace. Okay. Next one up. Okay. Now it's all shot ready situations. We're in a little bit tighter. We're not looking over screens. Same start. Boom, here. Push, 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 push. Boom, into it. Here. Boom, push. Push, 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 push. Right into it, yeah. Eyes, yeah, good. Do me a little favor. I like everything. I want you to hinge a little bit more going towards the post. So push, boom. Here. Don't leave it out there so much. Right here. Yeah. One more each way. Yeah. Good.
What do you think about the eyes? I think the eyes should be a little bit more.
I think you're being nitpicky on that because I think they're pretty good, to be honest. I think they're pretty good, to be honest. I think they're a little nitpicky. But yeah, okay. So now let's start dropping. Okay? Boom. Push, push. Boom. Drop those knees down. All right? Let's visualize a blocker save or a far side save. So boom. All right? On it. Or actually, let's do this. Let's do a stick save to start. All right? Boom. Driving up. Staying low. Into it here. Boom. Push, push, push. Drop down. Boom. Don't push. Don't rotate. Lean. Nose. Boom. And then again, that little hinge into it. Yeah, full recovery. Full recovery push. No power legs yet. One more each way. Ah, nice. Good entry into that post. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's just be on the top now. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go zone entry style. Okay. So forget about the pucks here. I'm actually going to put some pucks a little bit closer to you for the slide visuals. But we're going to use the red line to start. Just two. Just two. Thank you. Okay. So we'll start on the red line, right? So it's if they're like far blue line, okay, red line, all right, blue line, 2 on 0, 2 on 1. All right, here, head, shoulders around, right, as I go. Boom, get the knee down, butterfly slide. This is your visual here, all right? Get to the overlap here, and then I want you to full recovery push, get back on this one here, and make it a little bit of a continuous. Red line, boom, eyes on that puck, butterfly slide across, then get back up and over, okay? So we're pushing our threshold as how far we want to go on this one, and that's why I want you to be able to stop this at this angle here, and then get back right here to more inside the net. Yeah. So like as you go out with your red line, or so yeah. So if you go on your red line angle, right, and you butterfly slide across, and you get to this angle. Once you're done now on the angle, you can get up and then start the next rep. What I do want you to do as well is as you push over, get a attacking blocker or glove to it, right? And as I collect to it, reset, boom, and then get up on that angle. Same thing. So I'm really tracking my nose to it, my hand to it all the way through. All right. Let's do 4 each way. So not to the post. We're going to go overlap. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's get a little bit more power. Let's find some more power in that push. Okay, so one thing that's going to help us get more power is let's try and stay a little bit more narrow. You're getting a little bit wider than you need to be. Let's bring the feet in a little bit more, and that way you'll be able to have more power loaded in that leg. Let's try that. A little bit more narrow. A little bit better, yeah, good. See, narrow. Yeah, a little bit more, good. Yes, I like that one. One more each way. Little leaning back. You're a little straight back with your upper body on that one here. Let's try and resist this and try and keep that chest over. Yeah? Last one. I like that. Good. All right. Last little drill here. We're going to do what I call sandbox training. Oh my God. Frozen box. Basically what I want to see is I'm going to put a whole bunch of pucks around you. We're going to use all these as visuals. Okay? Actually, I need a couple more pucks. We're going to be down in a butterfly the whole time. Okay? And we are going to move freely. Meaning, you move how you want to move. You are going to, yeah, don't need that one. So I'll use this one to be symmetrical. Put one there. Okay. So this is what I want to see. You can move through any one of these pucks, right? This is also a visual attachment drill as well. So there's going to be times where you're not going to move and you're just going to attach yourself and move to different pucks. Meaning, let's say I'm on this puck behind the goal line. I go here. Maybe I go here, here. Maybe I go here. Maybe I go look at that puck. And then once I look at that puck, boom, I drive the knee down and I get over. Right? So there's going to be sometimes where you're going to just look at pucks here. Maybe you bump out here, and then you use this one as a visual here. Okay? You can do any type of skating you want. You're just going to stay down in your butterfly. So J hooks or adaptive edges, you know. So stuff that's going to be very dynamic and cool and flowing, and really using your edges to simple just sitting there and leaning, right? So we're going to hit a little bit of everything, right? You're going to go for about 2 or 3 minutes or so just moving, right? I want a combination of slow, relaxed, to a little bit of explosiveness in there. And we'll go for about 3 minutes, all right? Little spurts here and there, all right? Have fun. Nice flow.
Good job, good job, good job.
Yeah, drive the knee up. Ah, good. Keep working a little bit longer. All right, 30 seconds hard. Yeah, quick, quick. 10, 5. Good. Okay. Good job. What are some of your own observations? No, like what are some things you noticed you did? Like just some observations of what happened here. Good. Things that need to be better. Something like that.
Yeah, I think
What was good? Let's start with what was good.
I was good at getting my RVH like side to side, get my toe box in there, and also like J hook pushing kind of. I think was pretty good. But I think I could probably bring my leg up more on some of them, just a faster shot. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say good job. Good job using the your visuals.
Yeah.
A couple visualizations on saves. Good jobs on your rotations. And yeah, I would say the one thing I think, and it was just that left leg.
Yeah.
I don't mind some of the pushes where you just needed to load it a little, but then when you needed to load it more, it was still the same small low push.
Yeah.
So being able to recognize how far we have to push and how much power we need to load is a really good skill to have. You know, and we talked about this weekend. You know, we train by loading 100% all the time, so that we build up the mobility to be able to do that,
Yeah.
and the quickness to it, but also making proper contact with our blade on the ice,
Mhm.
and then extending all the way through.
Yeah.
But then again, being able to do big pushes, small pushes, and all that type deal. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's move on. Yeah, any observations from you, Juuso?
Yeah, I think what you mentioned about the RBH was good. I noticed it was the very first that you got your stick stuck here,
Yeah.
but then what happened? You learned.
Yeah.
Learning happens. So
Mhm.
you figured it out, pull the stick outside, and then move very well, catch the post very well, and yeah, eyes were leading all the time. When you come here, you already had your eyes on the next puck where you want to move. Good stuff. Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
All right, let's move on.